Hey guys, welcome to Blake the Webhead's Destiny Tower Tour. Let's get started. Now, this NPC to your right is a guide. If you guys do not know, a lot of newcomers do not know that you can actually talk to this guy, and he has the whole layout of the tower, as you can see right here. The next NPC we're going to is Aris. It's a special orders vendor. She's pretty useless. All she has is stuff that you would get from pre-ordering the game, or stuff that's pretty much locked to your account. And that's all that stuff that you can unlock from pre-ordering the game. The next vendor is Cody 55-30, which is a Postmaster vendor. He has everything that you could possibly have lost if you go to a strike mission or you're roaming the maps. If something drops and you don't pick it up, it comes straight here. When you rank up and level in different factions like the Crypt Arc and such, they send you cool care packages. It sends you here, and also bounty leads for new bounties, which leads us to Xander, the bounty tracker. This guy gives you this is the most, you'll go to this guy the most out of everybody on the tower. He gives you bounties in order to fulfill, to get experience and glimmer. Very important. He gives you regular Vanguard bounties and Crucible bounties. So PvP bounties and PvE bounties. Very important, guys. Very important. The next vendor we're going to is a vendor that only comes about once a month. It is the Iron Banner Vendor, Lord Saladin. Now this guy here, you have to start this every time he comes. You have to re-establish reputation with him, but it's easy. All you have to do is go into a Iron Banner match, win, and it gives you a mark. It gives you a buff. It's not here because I already have it, and he gives you bounties and such to get more and more experience to rank up. He gives you all this cool stuff like that shader and this pretty awesome scout rifle. As soon as it loads, if it wants to, there we go. Looks pretty awesome. This is some stuff that you can really use for PvP. Like this is top of the line PvP gear that you guys want to get. The trick of it is having the patience to stick through Iron Banner. And every time you lose the Iron Banner, you don't get any Iron Banner rep. You only get it when you win. This next vendor is Banshee 44, the gunsmith. This guy is going to be in use for you a lot because he sells ammo synthesis. Now, because heavy ammo is so rare to come by, it's a good idea to come to this guy and stock up. The only thing is, it's 950 glimmer. Ouch. That's a lot of fucking glimmer. But those weapons up top, he provides you with those weapons. You can purchase those at a lower level as you level up a new character. And those gums are very, very useful. The next vendor is the freaking Raoul. He is the Crypt Arc. You will also use him. He's probably the second most used character or vendor in the tower. Whenever you get engrams, which drop all the time, you come here and get them encrypted. And every time you get them encrypted, you get Crypt Arc reputation. And as you can see, I'm level 22, and pretty much he just unlocks random weapons or armor for you. The engram comes and it's an unknown, either an unknown weapon or an unknown piece of armor, and once he encrypts it, then it becomes available to you and you can see what it is. Now, on to the middle of the tower. We are going to Lord Shax, Crucible Handler. This guy is your PvP vendor for your PvP armor for your respective classes. As you rank up in level, you'll be able to purchase more or different armors. Rank 2 is for, legs and capes and such, and I believe rank 3 is for chests and arms and stuff like that. Now on to the Crucible Quartermaster. He has all the weapons, so you can improve wreaking havoc, just wrecking people's shit. Um, he also has tumblers or sparrows for sale and materials. Now these are materials that you have to use your crucible marks to purchase, but I find it very useful because I don't like to farm. So I'd rather do PvP. I'll go kill people, get crucible marks, and get my stuff. And those items are used to make upgrades. Down here is your respective class trainer. For my particular character, I'm a hunter, so I go to the Hunter Vanguard, which he gives you armor and stuff as you level up to increase your defense and helps you out on the way to level 20. Once you hit level 20, he has legendary armor available for you guys to purchase. You have to be a certain rank in order to purchase these legendary weapons, and you have to, in order to get to these ranks, you have to do bounties. You get those ranks, and you get commendations, and you can buy those pieces of armor. On to the next vendor. As soon as I get there, if I want to run any faster, you know, I want to strafe and take my freaking time. We're going to go over to the right side of the tower, which is the hangar. Now this spot I'm about to show you is a spot that Zur, the Agent of the Nine, sometimes comes and hangs out. Right in that corner. He's the person that sells all the exotic coolness. We're going to Ronnie 55-30. He is the Vanguard Quartermaster. Now this is where you buy all of your weapons as you're leveling, and also this is where you buy your legendary weapons once you hit 20. But as I said before, with the gear you also need Vanguard commendations and a certain level or rank of Vanguard in order to buy these weapons. Up here we're going to the Amanda Holiday, which is a ship, the shipwright. She's a person that sells ships and sparrows. You don't really need to come here. This is by choice, because they give you a sparrow and a ship while you're leveling. But if you feel like you want to buy another ship, she sells them. Up here is the Future War Cult vendor, the Quartermaster. She sells all that stuff that you need in order to earn rep and gear for their faction in PvP. Down here is Dead Orbit. This is Dead Orbit's respective vendor for faction equipment and or gear. Now we're going to head over to the left side of the tower to find the remaining vendors. Now before we head over, we're going to go to Aris. She is a new vendor from the Dark Below expansion. She gives you reputation with Aris. When you get reputation, you'll be able to get these cool capes, cloaks, and armbands and such with your respective class. This is a cloak for a hunter. She also sells all these things down here, like heavy ammo synthesis. You'll be able to trade in your radiant shards for radiant energies and so on and so forth. But you do need to be a certain rank, and you do need idle wax, which drops off of all the darkness enemies, like any Crota. Any of those guys drops that stuff. Now we're going to the Guardian Outfitter. This person is, all she does is sell emblems and shaders. She rarely has a different shader, but when she does, they're pretty awesome. Now we're going to head over to the Speaker. The Speaker is someone that you pretty much use motes of light for stuff, and this is legendary cloaks and armbands and sashes and such and emblems. That's pretty much all you really go to the speaker for as of right now. There's nothing else that you would really need. You come to him like maybe once or twice during your story mission, but this is pretty much all he does right now is sell emblems and cloaks and such. Those are legendary ones, and they're really cool looking. Now this next vendor we're going to is the new Monarchy vendor. This is new Monarchy, where they also have weapons for PvP or Crucible, and armor for the respective faction new Monarchy. The trick is you have to buy those cloaks right here to earn reputation with each faction. So each faction that you decide, whichever faction you decide to level up, you have to go where you have to equip their cloak, and you have to do Crucible. And as you're doing Crucible, then you get more reputation bonus while you're doing it. Well, that concludes the video for today, guys. I appreciate you all watching. I hope this has been helpful somewhat, in the least bit, at least. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you do like this video or do not, don't hesitate to comment down below and like this video. And until next time, I will see you guys again. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome fucking videos done by yours truly, Blake the Webhead. Deuces.